What's up, guys? It is Jamie and Jazz from Brand Creations. We're here. We got a new sofa to sit and do this on. We're not on the chairs anymore. They're gone. So yeah, we're a bit more comfy, and we're going to be talking about. We're going to just be chatting, just chatting. I think today,
light-hearted chat. It's what's the time? My watch is actually broken.
It is 20 to 6.
20 to 6
on a Monday eve.
New room.
Yeah.
We were just. It's raining outside. I feel like it's just the vibe.
Yeah,
just
it is.
A podcast.
Yeah, comfy on a sofa inside while it's raining, just sort of, as I say, just chilling. We need some more topics, but
yeah. So if anyone has any topics,
yeah,
I'd love to know.
Yeah, shout us because we are running out, but we're enjoying. But sometimes it's right just to chat because there's just stuff going on.
So what do you want to chat about, Jamie?
So last time we chatted about your uni. Okay, so I've got a question.
Oh, what's this related to?
You'll find out once I ask the question. If I tell it'll ruin it. If you were to fight, would you rather fight a shark or a bear?
Straight in. A shark or a bear?
Yeah.
What bear?
The biggest bear.
The deadliest bear? What, like a white polar bear? I think
No, they're not the deadliest. You want like a big grizzly?
No, a polar bear is you're fucked dead, I think.
Oh, really? Well, let's go grizzly then. Let's go grizzly and let's go great white shark.
Great white shark and a grizzly bear. Well, one main thing I would like to speak about is the fact that I can't really swim.
Wonderful. Okay.
So, I'm not that confident in the water. And obviously, if I'm fighting a great white shark, it would be in the depths of the sea. And I don't think I could be that confident swimming away. Like, I think I've got more of a chance on land than I do in water because I can run and I can't swim.
No, you're not allowed to run away.
Just attack?
No, there is a fight. One of you is losing.
But is it in the depths of the water?
Yeah, it's in the depths of the water in a cage.
Oh, so I'm like not going to drown?
No, you're not going to drown.
I might die.
The only thing that's going to kill you is the shark.
Oh, okay.
But you've got to beat the shark. Take out the fact that you're in the water. Yes, you have to take into consideration, but there's chance for you to come up and stuff like that if you're doing well in the fight. Or the grizzly bear is on land again in a ring. You're not running away. You've got to go into one or the other.
Shark, I think.
Great white shark.
Well, I don't really. I saw a video of a shark. Sorry. Yeah. I saw a video of the shark the other day, and she got washed up on this sea in Florida or something, and she got killed. And I felt very bad for it. And I looked at this little face, and I was like,
oh, they're really cute.
Yeah, very cute.
But they're not if they're eating you.
Yeah, but I feel like I've got more compassion for a shark than I do a bear, which never thought I'd say that.
But like the little baby bears and all that.
But it's not a baby bear fighting, it's its mother.
Yeah, okay. So which one?
Oh, I don't know, Jamie. This is a hard decision. But also, like, with a shark, yes, they're larger, but they're larger from behind. They got a big butt.
I don't agree, but okay.
But, like, no, if you were face-to-face with a shark, you would be face-to-face. Like, they are bigger in the face, but they go backwards, whereas a bear has height. Are you understanding?
And size as well. They are massive.
Yeah. So bears have height and size, whereas sharks just have size
and big teeth.
But so do bears, and bears have claws.
Yeah.
I feel like bears have more factors to there.
Yeah.
Because I can't reach a bear's face, whereas I can reach a shark's face and claw its little eyeballs out or something. So I would say shark. Sorry, that was so long, but I would say I would fight a shark.
Okay.
What would you fight?
Shark.
What? Oh, you were trying to question me. What's your reasonings?
They're easy. It's no problem.
To kill?
No, they're just easy to deal with. You just don't swim away. You turn around, you pop its hand on your nose, like and they turn away and they don't want to fight you anymore. And if that doesn't work, you fucking kapow! Gone. That's it. Yep, simple as.
But then, for certain bears, you're meant to do certain things, aren't you?
I don't know.
So for like a brown, one of them you're meant to be really loud and like scream at them and they run away. One of them you're meant to lie down.
I don't know about that. I'm unsure. If there's anyone that knows anything about bears, could you let us know which bear you're meant to lie down for? Because I've not heard that.
I thought there was a bear that you're meant to lie down for, because then it doesn't look like you're that intimidating.
No, not heard that.
Maybe I'm wrong. If you're ever fighting a bear, don't come report back to me and sue me, because I'm not sure.
No, you're not a zoologist, is what
Correct.
you're saying. But it's just, you're just guessing.
Would you rather fight... Okay, I've got another one. Would you rather fight a shark or a crocodile? Again, you're in the water with a crocodile.
Shark.
Same. Crocodiles are like a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
They're terrifying.
You ain't beating a crocodile.
I keep on seeing videos of what's the guy's name? You know, the Australian guy and his son?
Steve Irwin.
Is that his son or is that the guy?
The guy who's dead is Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
His son's Robert.
Yeah, I keep on seeing videos of him with the crocodile.
It's insane.
I don't understand how, but as soon as they're out of water, they don't really care because it's not their territory.
And have you seen it on Netflix? You got to watch Croc Territory on Netflix. It's the man is Matt Wright. He's in They're all in Australia, obviously, and he goes and catches crocs that are like in places they're not meant to, and eating cattle and stuff like that, and moves them along. And it's sick. Yeah, that's on Netflix. You need to watch that.
Matt Wright.
I'm sure it's Matt Wright.
Is it Matt Wright the comedian?
No, it's Matt Rife.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Matt Rife. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But yeah, Croc Territory is on Netflix.
I find crocodiles very interesting, and
they trap them in like little traps, and then they have to like lay on them and catch them, and then they like tie them up, and then they move them to like a place where there's no like cattle and stuff.
And I saw a video of there was a bunch of crocodiles all together, and then they, like, obviously whoever's the zookeeper or whatever threw in some meat, and then because they're all quite lazy, like they're big people, they're not fucking people, they're big boys, and then they all turned.
You can get female ones as well.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say boys. That's why I said people, but I got that wrong. They're big crocodiles.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
So then they all flipped around to go and get this meat, but then one of them thought the other crocodile's foot was the meat, and he grabbed it and twisted, pulled his fucking leg off.
Monsters, yeah.
How could you then walk around with one missing leg?
He's still got 3, so he's fine.
Someone yanked my leg off.
Well, yeah, but you've only got 2. Like, he's got 4, and like the weight's distributed a little bit more evenly than what we are.
True.
I think you'd still be okay.
But
it'd be a bit of an
it would be hurtful. It would be painful, is what I'm saying.
Definitely. Emotions would be running high, I would say. Yes, 100, but it's not impossible. But yeah.
You think you could grab someone's leg?
No, I don't believe I have the same strength as a crocodile. Not once. Sorry, you were telling me a story. I didn't then go into competition with the crocodile. Please don't take it in this manner. Oh, things that happen, yeah, like things that just appear.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, I don't know if we're thinking of the same thing.
A crane.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, well, I saw this thing on TikTok and it said, what are things that, say someone came down and just told the world right now that we have been living in a simulation. Say someone told everyone right now we've been living in a simulation. What are the things that you would be like, of course, because that can't happen. Like, how does that happen? I don't know if I explained that very well, but that's the vibe. But yeah, how does a crane get built? I've never in my life seen a crane be built. And apparently a mini crane builds a crane.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Cranes are mad. I don't understand how they just appear. They just one day they're there, one day they're not there, one day they are. I've never seen one in transit. I've never seen any type of movement towards a truck. I've just seen a crane.
I've also got another question. I saw a video of the wind turbines, and there was a lorry was carrying one of the
propellers.
The propellers, yeah. And it got hit by a train. But anyway, besides the point. How do they get put up?
How do trains get put... Like, because I know a train gets built, but then how does a train get put on a track?
Or does it get built on the track?
Yeah.
Where does it get built? Exactly. Does it get built on a unit? Does it get built on the track? No, but there you can just boop. You can use a crane to plonk it on.
Yeah, but you've got to think as well, like, where's the ideal location to just plop the train on a track?
Yeah, because also, say a train breaks down or whatever, how does it then get off the track?
Yeah, to be fixed in a different place. You see what I mean? That's what I mean. I don't understand it. Like with a car, you have to take it somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's the train garage?
But then they do have little shelters, I think, on the
They do, but then but the fact is, it's like...
Do they have train AA?
Yeah. What's the situation in a breakdown in the middle of nowhere? What? Because they go through the middle of nowhere.
And also, there's trains behind them and trains in front of them. How... I don't understand. I also don't understand... I know there's physics behind it, but first of all, plane. Yeah. Don't get me started on plane. But I don't really care about flat planes. You do you, boo. Ships. Like a cruise ship. Or ships that carry them large containers. How does that work? And then what happens? Do they crash? Like, surely surely some containers just fall off in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. Bridges. Bridges have always been a confusion for me.
Bridges over water, especially.
Yeah, but any bridge. It's the fact that I get where the pillars are, but there's a gap. There's a massive gap. How have you made that bit of road?
But that's also the same with buildings, because all of the seam, there's nothing holding this part of the ceiling up right now, and people stand on top of this. It's the same thing, isn't it? So that's that. It's the same as a bridge, really.
Just not as much. Like, cars go over bridges. A car wouldn't go over us right now.
No, because it's a house, not a bridge.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of you'd have a problem, I think, if you try putting a car up.
I think so.
There.
But I don't understand how bridges get made over water, because how do they build a pillar in the water?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they suck, surely they have to suck out all the water in that area? Because you're not going to go down there scuba diving with a drill.
Oh no, yeah, I don't know.
That's the main thing I don't
But then again, I've never seen a bridge be made.
Neither. They're just there.
They just appear. They're just there.
Bluetooth?
Yeah.
I have a list.
Yeah.
Phone calling. You're telling me, if I phoned you right now and we were on the phone together, my voice is going into my phone, up into the atmosphere, into space, and right back down next to me in 0 time. How? Please tell me how.
Yeah. Where does it go?
Where does it go? Where does my voice travel?
Yeah.
Well, how does it come through your phone?
Yeah, and we can be in different countries. Yeah.
Oh, there's so many things I don't understand. Do you think aliens exist?
I would say there's definitely different life forms. 100%, I would say there's different life forms. I don't know in what sense that really means. I wouldn't go as... I don't think there's little green men running around the map.
Yeah.
I don't think that necessarily, but I do think there are different versions of...
Yeah, I don't think there's little green men running around, but I think there are aliens in the sense that it would just be a different kind of human.
Yeah.
Or a different kind of dog or whatever.
Yeah. It's got 5 legs instead of 4 or something. I was reading... Something come up earlier, I was reading it, and it said the Big Bang, because everyone's got their own opinion on how the world started and all that sort of stuff, and that's sound, but it said the Big Bang was this big amazing thing that created this whole planet and what was on it and the life form that's now on it, just for people to work a 40-hour-a-week job.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that's quite funny, because it's true, because it's it isn't how was a world created?
I don't understand, right? I've got a couple of things to say. First of all, the amount of money that's in the world... Okay, I actually have a few. The amount of money that's in the world, we could stop poverty by spreading all that money out. However, then people reply to that, well, you can't do that because then inflation happens. Why? Who sits there and goes, actually, now everyone has money, I'm going to up my prices? Who does that? Is it people in the top people? Oh, so there actually is people who do that? Oh, I thought it just happened.
No. No, so everything that happens is the decision of someone else. So basically, because like inflation basically is run, the reason it comes about is because of, first of all, the government, because they depend on how much tax they get and all of that sort of malarkey. But then you've got the 0.1% in the world, who are the richest people in the world, so own all the oil, like access to the oil, all the all the fuels, all that sort of stuff. Then you've got the main distributors for the products, like the main products that are on your shelf every day. They are all marketed in a way where they are affordable, but they're also not like dirt cheap, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then basically, so what happens is when it looks like, so every year they do a statistics of who like the poverty line. Yeah. And if it looks like more people are breaking out of it, then everything gets hiked up again. Because it's like this, we're just now walking into the biggest, like, to another recession.
Yeah.
Why has a recession happened? Because there's plenty of money in the world. But it's because what's happened is there was over the last few years there's been a huge spike of people making money, and they need to draw that back down again.
Because of like COVID and everything?
No, because of because online has blown up in the last 5 years. So yeah, COVID has helped that because it pushed everyone online, and then everyone found a lot of ways to make smarter money quicker.
Wow.
So then basically what happened is there was a lot of people that they were sort of not working, if you like, a regular job. Yeah, which is what turns the whole world over, is the regular jobs. And the steady income people. So basically what they've done is they've gone, well, okay, well, a lot of people are now living this way. Well, we need to make it harder to reach that kind of thing.
Isn't that just insane?
But the thing is, it's not like... The thing is, for the people that are like poor, like really struggling, they will notice it in terms of the fact that things will get harder. But like, it's actually the people that are like, that are nearly there that actually notice it a lot more, because it's one of those, you're so close and then all of a sudden like with every business that's gone through, like, now minimum wage changes 1st of April, so every March everybody's got to send out their price increases in line with the thing. Now every company has to do that, but also every company doesn't like it being done to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, what we like with every company, you expect that a couple of companies aren't going to be happy with it. They might go somewhere else, whatever. So then it sets you back a few bits. So then you've got to recoup that.
And that happens every year.
Yeah, that happens every year. Plus the fact you have, with companies, you have the VAT every 3 months to keep you in check that the fact that your spending is allocated right. So every month you have to put the VAT away, because that isn't technically not your money, but it comes in the bank.
Yeah.
But if they did it once a year, there's a chance people more might spend it. So if they put it every 3 months, then they can sort of watch it exactly more. They can watch more, and then you pay it more. As I say, but it just got, from my opinion, that's what I think it is. I think it's just there was a point, there was a period where people had cracked it.
Yeah, and too many people have cracked it. So we're living in a fucking simulation, are we not?
It is, yeah.
Like, someone's controlling basically everything we do.
Yeah, I mean, there's if you do some research on it, I don't know their names very well, but apparently there's 2 families, or there's between 1 and 5 families that they're called, I can't remember what they're called, Rothschild or something, and apparently every decision has to go through them because they are like the richest people in the world and they control like everything. I don't know whether it's true. There's also, someone was having this discussion the other day with me about it, and we were saying about, because they print money every day. All day, every day they print money.
This is my other question.
Yeah, it's literally constant.
Yeah.
But they can't give all that money out because it will then, the value of the pound or whatever the currency will go down. But because everybody's then got it, the same as everything. Like if Lamborghini started selling them for a tenner, who's gonna then spend 200 grand on a Lamborghini when you can get, and everyone else got it for a tenner? Yeah. So basically they hold that back. Yeah. And then it gets chosen. Like, it's chosen. It's chosen when it's released.
other question I have. Countries, yeah, so like England, say, we are in debt. England is in debt. To who? To whom are we in debt to? Like, England as the country. Who are we in debt to? And obviously, I think it was after COVID, obviously, because they were giving out a load of money with not anyone doing any work. I think that has made us more in debt. Who are we in debt to? The world?
Other countries.
Really? But how?
Because, so, like, again, I'm not an expert. I'm not 100%, but I'm sure most of our oil and stuff like that comes from, like, Saudi and places like that.
Yeah.
And basically, so they, you know, so what's happened is they've taken that oil. Yeah. And then we're paying for it. And then somewhere in there, the money's gone walkies. Yeah?
In the government, it's gone walkies.
Yeah. Somewhere up the top.
Cosmos.
I mean, that's not even, like, the lower government. That's the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
People that you probably, like, we won't even know about. Somewhere there, some money has gone somewhere.
Where's it gone?
Well, I mean, you got to think. All of their wages, because, like, all the politicians, all of that, they take wages, all of that. So, like, out of all of that, so what it is, but then also what it is as well, is they might have bought a load more for that period of time, and then COVID happens. No one was buying petrol, and they just had it sat there, but they still owed that money to them and stuff like that. So, like, COVID did hit it quite hard. But it's also the fact that, as I say, but also in COVID, everybody stops working. Yeah? So basically, they weren't getting they weren't getting enough tax. They weren't getting much tax.
Who, the government?
That's why we're in this position now with the police, with the ambulance and all of that. It's not the fact that they don't want to be there. It's the fact that we are currently paying back that year and a half or year.
2 years.
2 years that we had where a lot of people, 90% of the country wasn't working.
Yeah.
Because how much did that affect them on tax bills?
Because if we're not working, we don't have to pay tax.
Yeah.
And that goes straight to the government.
To fund all of the stuff that they do. Hence why all of the government agencies at the moment are completely under and snowed under, and they're also being it's also one of those where they're being quite harsh on getting their money back because they are in the same boat as everyone else right now, but it's just they can't admit that. You know, but everything's taken a hit because it's like it's one of those where unfortunately I don't know for definite, but a lot of people took like a money decrease through COVID because yes, I get it, they weren't working. The politicians didn't, like the bigger people didn't
take a decrease.
No, you know, they kept the same. And then it's also the fact, obviously, then they had the big. That was why the big thing blew up about the parties and all that malarkey. You know. But it's also the fact, if you look back at the companies who, like, basically the first companies that come back, they're all backed and funded by the richest people on the planet that you will never hear about. Because how would you be able to set up a COVID vaccine that quickly without unlimited funding? But no, so that's the biggest people on the planet that are doing that. The people, like, all of a sudden, like, where did these face masks come from? Where did these, all the gloves and all that? Don't get me wrong, they're being made all the time. I know there's loads of them, but the amount that, like, we had planes coming in, and that was just Bournemouth, like, regularly, like, they went all over the place. As I say, where did they come from so quickly? Who was able to put the money in there to get all that fabric and all of that sort of stuff? That ain't just a regular Joe that's been able to just pay for that. So a lot of people tried, but they tried on a much smaller scale. A lot of people made money off it, like a lot of money off it, which is fine. But as I say, they did it on a much smaller scale. But we were getting supplied them from the government because the quicker they can make it safe for the staff to come back to work, the quicker the tax start coming in.
Yeah, the more money they get back.
Yeah, so it's a long-term investment.
The government and money is a scary thing to think about. Would you rather be famous or rich?
Rich.
Really? But with fame comes richness.
Don't want to be famous. Don't give a shit about it.
You'd rather be rich. I've asked many people this question, and that's been everyone's answer. Maybe I'm a narcissist because I'd rather be famous.
I have no interest in that.
I wouldn't want to be big boy famous. I'd want to be one of them famous people that, like, not many people know, but, like, you might get one person a week that, do I know you?
No. I'd rather be out the way. I just want to get on with my life. Like, that's it. If I was making money, then I'd want to be further away from people.
On a little remote island or something.
Because I'd just be like, that's my time to chill with my family and kids and all that malarkey.
Yeah,
do you know
true.
What I mean? No, I couldn't live the life they have. I mean, I was watching, like, we were talking about the other day the One Direction film, and then we were watching the Sidemen film the other day, me and Chloe. And, like, they can't go anywhere.
Yeah, true. I wouldn't want to be that rich. They're that famous.
Yeah. Like, they literally cannot go anywhere. Like, they can't just walk into a shop and just go shopping.
And especially the fact that them five are like... They're five... Yeah, it's like five of them. Seven. They're all, like, best... Or they were, or whatever. They're, like, friends. And they can't go anywhere separately, but by far chance can they ever go anywhere together, which then is annoying. Could you imagine not being able to go anywhere with your friends because you guys have made something together and now you've blown up, that you now can't actually go anywhere with your friends?
Yeah, you can't go to, like, a restaurant.
No.
And expect, like... Well, you can go to these places, but it's the fact that you can't have your time kind of thing.
Yeah.
As I say, that I wouldn't do. I couldn't have that.
To be fair, I wouldn't want that.
No.
Because then also, you'd have to make sure you look presentable anywhere you go, because then you're going to be on camera all the fucking time.
And, like, the Sidemen, it fucking was crazy. In one of the in the film, it was... So basically, it went through... These lads wanted to meet the Sidemen so bad, they broke into their house.
Oh, it's so bad.
Like,
stalkers, them things. Like, did you know David Dobrik? No. He's like a very famous, or he was, he's now been cancelled, but he was a very famous American, like, vlogger. Like, he's now billionaire probably, I don't know, but he's rich now. And he would just go out with his friends all the time in LA and whatever, and he would make like 4-minute and something vlogs every single day. And people would just like wait outside his house, camp outside his house, because everyone knew where his house was, because obviously he would vlog there and stuff. Everyone could then put two and two together. Everyone knew where his house was. They would just turn up there. As soon as he comes out, can I have a photo? No. Because why would you want someone waiting outside your house? I'd be terrified.
Though, to be fair, that's why I actually have never minded Justin Bieber.
Why?
Because he has got so much shit before for, like, pushing paparazzi out of his face, saying no to people, and all of that sort of stuff. But it's like, that's his life.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Like, I'm not surprised he's tried to punch a paparazzi person. I would. Because it's also the fact they have those flashing, like, the flash from the cameras, like, he's just trying to walk somewhere or go something like that. And I'm like, nah, to be fair, I think that's pretty valid.
Because when people would argue to that, like, oh, like, that's just what comes with being famous. But also, yes, I get that, because that's what I was going to say. Like, some people would say that that's what you get when being famous. But also, all he wanted to do was sing. Some people might have ill intentions and just want to be famous, so use whatever skill they have to get that fame. But these people just wanted to sing their little songs because that's what they enjoy. Like if you enjoy going to the gym and all of a sudden you became famous for it, because that might, in a different world, that might be like the famous thing. What's the difference there? Like, you like going to the gym, they like singing. Just because singing is now famous and you become a celebrity, yes, you get fame with singing, but why do you have to? Why is that a thing that has to happen?
But it's also like, what the one thing I don't get, like, I get everybody, like even if like, I would want to meet, like, I want to meet all the celebrities and all that, but I don't go up to them.
Oh.
See, I don't.
I've gone up to one.
Yeah, see, I don't. I have no interest in it. Because I don't need a photo. I don't need that. I'm like, I've just seen them. Do you know what I mean? Like, from a distance, like, is what it is. But, because, like...
I was like 12, though.
But it's all... Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, everybody will be like, they're at the front of the barriers, and the celebrity's walking past, and everyone's doing that, touching it. Do that to 10 people down the street. You're either going to get knocked out or arrested.
And also, what is that accomplishing.
Yeah.
Like, yes, okay, I get a photo, but then also wouldn't you just rather speak to the person? Like, it's the whole, like, Harry Styles does it a lot. Like, you could speak to Harry Styles if he was walking in the same park as you and you stopped him, he would speak to you. But as soon as you say, can I have a photo, he normally then walks away and says no. He was polite about it, but no, because why would you want a photo at 6 o'clock in the morning? No one wants that.
And why would you want to be touched?
Exactly.
They get touched all the time, and I'm like, why are you touching them?
And like hugged and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't do that. That's weird. Like, that's not right, because that's not fair on them.
Yeah.
Just because they're famous doesn't mean they should get touched all the time. I'm not saying they're getting touched inappropriately, but they're still being touched all the time. Like, by people they don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you let someone walk up to you in the street that you have no idea who they are and touch you and ask for your picture. You're going to be like,
out of nowhere as well.
As I say, you've got two options. You're either punching them or you're calling the police. You are not just saying okay. But as I say, they have that every time they go out. Because as I say, they go for a hug. It's not just standing next to each other. It's always armed round each other and all that shit, you know? And it's like, nah.
I get it, because I've been in that position where, like, fangirling over someone. But then, because I've gone up to a celebrity before... But then that was he also was doing a music video where he wanted his fans there. So he was telling people where he was at every time. It was Liam Payne. So that was like, he was actually asking for it. But I get fangirling in front of someone. But at this age, I also just don't think I would have the balls to ask, can I have a photo with you? Because I know they wouldn't like it. You get to a point that it's like, oh, they're actually asked, when you're younger and you think of a celebrity, it's like, oh my god, like, you idolise this person. And as you grow up, I think you then realise that they are actually a human. Like, Harry Styles is walking on this earth right now, pooping, weeing, like, he's doing the same things that everyone else does. But just because he's Harry Styles, he's this big deal. I love Harry Styles, I'm not dissing him in any way, shape or form, but I love Harry Styles. But he is just a normal bloke.
Yeah.
Like, that's at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, as I say, I just think I don't mind the people that, like, you know, if it's in a calmer environment and people just, like, you know what I mean, ask and they say no, that's fine. But then then it also gets to the point where then they go home and go, oh, I saw X, Y, and Z today and he said no to a picture with me. How miserable are you? Like, fuck off, mate. You go work as hard as they do. Like, some of them, like, when they've just got back from tours and shit and they ain't slept properly in 3 months. Go, do that. Don't sleep properly for 3 months. Graft your dick off and then go and get some random bastard with you in the park asking
10 million times a day.
Yeah.
Because imagine you were just working your normal job. Say you're working in, I don't know, like a retail shop. Like, if you're working in Primark and you're folding clothes and then suddenly someone comes up to you every 10 seconds saying, can I have a photo? No, you'd say no, you're doing your job.
Yeah, you've got stuff to do in your day.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're not doing it all, they've got stuff to do in their day. They've got to be places. But it's also like, I don't mind. I know you can't separate it like that. But, like, I think kids, I think it's great. I mean, really, like, young kids, it's great to meet those sorts of people and have that sort of time because it's very inspiring for them. Like, and it definitely
they look up to them people.
Exactly, and meeting them is just like they've met their hero now, and then that carries a lot forward. I get that, but like, mate, you're 45.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Off. Do you know what I mean? Like, leave me alone. Like, I mean, we went and saw Anthony Joshua Usyk way in London. And, like, my dad was one of them. But, like, they're all hanging over the fence. Don't get me wrong, like, Dad got a photo of Eddie Hearn. And I'm a bit like, oh, like, he got closer to Eddie Hearn than I did. But it's like, in my head, I still saw Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
And if he shows that picture, he's like, I met Eddie Hearn. I saw Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
And I go, I saw Eddie Hearn. It's the same.
Yeah. He just has a photo to prove it.
Yeah. But like, Eddie Hearn doesn't know me, and he doesn't know anyone else any differently. He takes pictures all the time. Like, he doesn't know anybody. As I say, it's one of those, like, yes, I would much rather sit and have a conversation with Eddie Hearn. If someone gave me that opportunity, shit the bed.
I don't know who this man is, but yeah.
Biggest boxing promoter in the world. Please, Eddie Hearn. Let me just chat. But
mine's Dominic Fike. Please, Dominic Fike.
Not gonna happen. But yeah, you know, like, as I say, if someone gave me that opportunity, Stephen Bartlett, well, like I said, literally, I would love to go on his podcast. Like, all of those sorts of things. But even at the end of the day, I don't think I'd walk away and be like, let's have a photo.
No.
Like,
Because you don't do that as well with like just people you see. I mean, some people do take selfies and stuff, but after like I would be hanging out with a friend, I would be like, let's get a photo just to like prove that I was with you or whatever. Like, yes, you take photos with your friends if you're doing fun things, but if I literally just like sat here right now with one of my friends, I wouldn't be like selfie and then leave. No,
but it's also the fact that like if you showed me a photo and you had met your celebrity idol, I'd be like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It means something to you. So if it's important, it's going to stay in your head.
Yeah.
It's like your family. Your family are important, so you remember what they look like. You remember their names. So all of that kind of things. Like, you don't need a picture. Like, it's not like I sit there at work and go, fucking hell, thank God I got this picture of my kids.
Yeah.
Otherwise, fuck knows who that is.
I also feel like the people you spend the most time with are the people you have least photos with. Because, like, you don't need, as you said, you don't need it. You've got them there always in your brain, which is lucky to have them always there. But that's why you don't really have photos with them all the time. Because it's like, I'm going to see you tomorrow. I don't really need to see you.
Me and Chloe take pictures of, like, big stuff that's happening so that we can log it for the future. But, like,
having kids is different. I would take photos of my kids every day.
Yeah, but then we were like that with the first.
Yeah.
By the second and the first, you just fucking hello, mate. But I don't do that, obviously. But it's like one of those. Like, as I say, they do something big. They're walking or they're first eating or whatever like that. But literally, I mean, like, we went through and I got like 3,000 pictures of Lexi when she was a baby, just laying there.
Yeah, all the same.
And I'm like, I am never going to show you any of these.
No.
I'm going to show you one of each of these, like one of these 3,000.
Yeah.
Nobody is ever going to see these other 2,999.
No.
Like, so what's the point of them being there? Like, they're lovely.
And also, taking photos kind of takes you out of the moment.
Exactly. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
I hate that, I must admit.
So it's like, it's good if like someone in the crowd, like someone you're with is like the photo person.
Yeah, like my dad, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, no, and also one thing, I do it. So I can't really say much about it, but it really just like makes me feel uncomfortable. Say you're watching, I don't know, like a show, like Glastonbury or something, and then say someone's recording someone on stage. Say Billie Eilish is on stage and someone's recording it, and then in front of this person recording, you just see a sea of phones. Or if you're saying get the view from her side, you don't see people's faces, you just see phones. Every single person in that crowd has got their phone out and recording it. I get it. I've been there, I've done that, I do it. But now I try to make like a very serious, like conscious effort that if I'm watching someone in concert, yes, I'll record like a little bit of this song, or if it's my favourite song, then I'll record the song. But I never record the whole song. I might just get a little video, that's it. Because I want to be watching it, because otherwise you're watching your phone, you're watching this person through your phone. You might as well just be sat at home on TikTok watching the other people's videos that they took at that. You're doing the same thing. Watch it with your eyeballs. Yeah. It's scary these days.
Yeah, it's just so accessible. But as I say, I just think, yeah, I get they made a lot of money, and that like the people is what made them the money. I get that, and I do understand that. But it's also the fact that, as I say, I still feel they should have the rights, as in not to want to get touched all the time, want to get left alone sometimes, and all that. You know, as I say,
they can't
piss
go
me
freaking
off.
Like food shopping or anything in these days.
No.
But I always used to have to wear like, because obviously she has like green hair, she'd put like a hat on and like a COVID mask and all that, and people would still know what she looked like.
Yeah, no, I think, as I say, it's one of those. I mean, like, the world's moving so fast, like with AI now. Like,
terrifying.
I mean, literally, if there was anyone worried that their job is gonna, like, I remember there was a conversation like 5 years ago, and it was like, they were all there like, 5 years time, you wait, no one will have a job because it'll all be robots doing it. And then literally, okay, like, not as much, but then like, even in the shops, I mean, they've got rid of as many tills as there are, and now there's self-service and you've got your own scanner thing. You're now doing, so like, Tesco's is now not having to pay that person, and you're doing the job for them.
Yeah.
Like, and then with AI, it's literally, you put in what it wants, and that's it. It comes back with you with everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's good in a way that, like, it's a 50-50. I think it's good because some people get to live a bit more of a freer lifestyle because they're not grinding as hard, and I get that, and I always will preach that. I think that's sick. But I think the problem is for the younger generation, they're coming into this being the norm.
Yeah.
Which means that the work ethic is just bomb.
Yeah.
Because, like, I knew I had to type something today, sorry. And it was like, I could do it, or I could just get ChatGPT to do it.
That would take you a quarter of the time.
It literally took me about 4 seconds to put in everything that I wanted it to, and I had literally a whole document there ready to go. Like, and it was what I wanted to say. Just type better, grammar better, spelling, all of that was right. Literally. And that bot has not done 10 years of experience that I've done, but it scraped it from everywhere in the world. So it's actually getting more experience than what I've got.
I don't understand how it does it, but...
It's insane, but as I say, what's that mean? Say for the kids now, say the kids that are like 12, now, in 4 years' time, when now AI is fully like, because it's only just started coming in.
Yeah.
Say in like 4 or 5 years' time when it's like fully come in now, and kids are leaving school, coming into jobs like this, where AI is the norm. What is that going to be for work ethic?
Nothing. Oh, but also they're probably not really going to have any jobs to go into because AI is taking it all. So what is the new wave of like jobs? Because at the end of the day, we're going to have jobs to feed ourselves and all that shit. But what is that going to be?
So at the moment, it's obviously the manual labour jobs. At the moment is the manual labour service jobs kind of thing. Because
they're the ones that they haven't cracked yet.
Robots
do.
Because it's
like factories and stuff.
But
they have robots doing that.
Yeah, but all they have is the people. They have people to watch the robots.
Yeah, but that's only a couple per factory.
Yeah. So that will go down. As I say, it's cheap. It doesn't have sick days. It doesn't have holiday days. It can work 24 hours a day. Yes, okay, when it breaks down, it's a pain in the arse, but it doesn't break down very often, and the more it goes better.
Humans break down as well.
Exactly. So, like, it doesn't have wages, it doesn't have family things in the way, it doesn't have any of that. As I say, scan and go. Yes, okay, for example, like with Tesco, you might go in and there's 15 scan and go counters, one might pack up, but there's still 14 there to constantly knock flow of traffic out.
Yeah.
But if they didn't have that, and say one person went off sick, that's a whole till shut.
Yeah.
And you notice it a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But as I say, it's also the fact that with like Tesco, they'll have patches where it's up and down. Like 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. is probably quite busy.
Yeah.
Then it will die down for a bit. Do you know what I mean? Because of like people at work and stuff. So it's like, what, are they still going to have those people sat on the tills? Because they're going to have loads of people doing on tills and there's nothing going on. But the machine, you pay for it to be there once, but it doesn't matter if no one comes for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything to sit there. Bit of electric. But then in a shop like Tesco, are they really going to notice that little bit of electric? As I say, when you take away the wages, you take away because with all the shops, say there's like 15 machines, you have one person manning 15 machines.
Yeah.
That's one person's wages so essentially in a day thing, because some shops are open like 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's 3 employees for 8 hours.
On tills.
On doing 15 self checkouts, that's 3 employees. Whereas they used to have like 15, 20 tills, that would be 20 employees.
15 would be 1. Or are we doing 5?
No, because over the day, it would be if there's 50, because there's 24 hours in a day, 8-hour shifts. So that's what I'm saying, break down into 3, because not one person can do a 24-hour shift.
Yeah.
So you do 3 8-hour shifts on the tills. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As I say, but then even when it's quieter as well, to be fair, they get them to do other stuff as well around there. But it's just like, say if it's packed all the time, they're knocking out 15, 20 tills at a time, whereas they would have to do 1. Plus, what they're also doing is they're drawing you to do, because you can only do a certain amount of shopping on those self-services, like you can't do a full trolley load and then go on a self-service. So it's creating you to go in more regularly and go in more quicker. So like it used to be, the food shop is going to take me 3 hours. I remember my mum used to be at the food shop for like 3 hours because the queues were huge. So it's like you once a week you go into Tesco. You do not go into Tesco.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I'll pop in.
Yeah.
But the thing is you're popping in, you see other stuff.
And you're like, oh, I'll just grab a quick cream egg
Yeah, because it's the quid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because actually you're only spending £4 on that pop in, but actually if you're doing it in one big shop and it was like 200 quid, you'd be like, shit.
Yeah.
Like that extra quid is a lot, kind of thing. Whereas this way, it's like, well, it's a quid on a £3 shop. Like some people go to the shop. I used to go to the Tesco multiple times a day.
I don't know how you live that life. I still do one food. Well, like when I lived on my own, I did one food shop a week.
No, because it's one of those, because like you always forget something, and it's so easy, it's so convenient now. Yeah. Even at Tesco Express, it's convenient. Co-op in Moordown's got 6 self-checkouts and
That's
1 till.
Big.
Yeah. Like, because it's convenient. I can run in, I haven't got a queue up behind people.
And also, to be fair, even if the self-service is got a queue, I'm still queuing up. I ain't queuing up for a checkout lady or a man. Because I also... The world is getting very unsociable these days. We're on our phones 24/7. We don't really talk to people. I don't want to talk to someone if I don't have to. If I'm going into Tesco and I've got someone there who's free and a self-service that has a line, I'm still going in that line.
But it's also like, because a lot of the time I go into the shops, I'm normally like walking or something like that, got my headphones in. Yeah. So again, it's like I've got my headphones in. I'm listening. Like I've turned it down in case someone does speak to me or whatever. But like, ideally, I don't need that conversation.
Yeah.
After a long day, if I'm just picking up shit from the shop, I don't want to have that conversation.
You don't need it.
No, and that's the thing. So it's like it's just becoming, as I say, because it's quick and it's easy.
Yeah.
That's all people want. People will pay for it.
People pay free.
Yeah, people pay for the convenience of it. Deliveroo, they charge you on top of the food. Now, if you just went and got it, like you went and got it, but it's like, oh, I'll pay the extra £3-4 on top, kind of thing.
And guess what? Even if it comes shit, which I've had very bad experiences with Deliveroo recently. Am I going to order it again from Deliveroo? Yes. Yes, I am. Maybe I'm the idiot, but... I'm paying for convenience. And also the other thing, I paid for Deliveroo like a couple of weeks ago. I got a Taco Bell. Someone else's order came, basically. Got the complete wrong order. I'm a vegetarian. I got 3 fucking beef tacos. Not going to eat it. And so I got a refund. But I can't really be mad at anyone because it's my own fault that I kind of ordered because I was too lazy to go to Taco Bell. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're paying for... ease and comfort, so when it does go wrong you're annoyed, yes, and you want your money back, yes, but then you're still going to order again because it's like, well,
it was a one-off, like, it's just what it is, like, it's fine. As I say, that's what I think, like, if you can, people want speed, people want ease, people want convenience. As I say, if you're pissing, I drive past like 6 shops on my way home, but the parking's shit, it's raining, I just can't be bothered because of whatever. I will rather pay that £3 and get it dropped to the door when I'm at home. Like, because I'm going to be on my phone anyway tonight, so what's the difference with me sitting on my phone and just ordering it?
Yeah.
And then also, I'm at the lounge, which is inches away from, like not far away from the door anyway, and just go fucking grab it. Do you know what I mean? Like, really in that hard.
And also, because of COVID, they just leave it at the door most times, so you don't even have to talk to them. Yeah.
But
unless you have that fucking code.
The only time, and this is how, as I say, this is like, where the laziness comes into it, as saying this is what I'm worried about with the future generation, is the fact that I'm sat on a sofa and I'm watching this poor person come here in the pissing rain. Right?
The whole time?
Not the whole time, but when they get close.
Oh, I watched it the whole time.
And then they knock on the door. You know, they've been out in the pissing rain, it's cold, it's where people don't want to be out. They knock on the door, the dog's barking over, fucking hell. Now got shut dogs up. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because like that all of a sudden is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I'm not a lazy person, but even for me, I'm like,
shut up. Yeah.
And then it's like, and you know, it always happens. Like, as I say, people always say it, just as I got comfy.
Yeah.
Like, but at least you got comfy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
This person is out doing your hard work.
Yeah. And like, you're gonna get comfy again.
Yeah.
But I say, like, when in a realistic situation now, I'm like, I can say that.
Yeah.
But I guaranteed, if I go home and order tonight, I will sit there and go, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Just as I got comfy.
Yeah.
As if I'm never going to sit down again, or I've not been sat down all day anyway.
Yeah.
Like, You know, and I think that's the thing. Like that's why I say I get worried about the future generation with it, because I think it's one of those where like it was one of those when I grew up. It was like, you want it, go get it.
Yeah, everything's at our fingertips.
Yeah,
with a tap of a button.
Clothes shopping.
Everything.
Literally everything. And
like
they're making returns easier than ever.
Yeah. You go into the town, like our town, especially these days, our town centre, scarce. There's nothing there. A Primark and a Zara. That's what I can name right now. There is nothing in town. And that also means, okay, so why am I going to go out and walk and, like, exercise, if you will, when there's actually nothing there? So I'll just sit at home and order it on my phone. So it makes people more lazy. I'm not saying this as if we're not included in that. No. We are included in that. Yeah, I sit at home and online shop every fucking day. Yeah. People are more lazy. People have a shorter attention span because they want things. If someone says that it's going to be delivered within 3 to 5 working days, well, what? Why is it not here tomorrow? Because of freaking Amazon Prime. I'm like, it should be here tomorrow.
Yeah, you can go. You can always find it on a different website that does do that.
Yeah, you've got such short attention span. You need things at the snap of your fingers. The world is looking dark. I'm scared, but
yeah. I think, as I say, like, it's one of those. It's like,
but I get it
because it's like I get it. Like, say for example, if I had to go to Bournemouth Town Centre now and go shopping, right, then I've got to pay for the fuel to get there, which isn't massive, but it's a couple of quid.
Yeah.
Then I've got to pay a couple of quid for parking. Then it's a couple of hours of my time that I could be doing something else. Whereas literally, so like all of a sudden I've spent like 8 quid before I've even got into a shop. Yeah. Then I've got my time on top of that, plus what I'm going to spend in the shop. Plus they don't do like the deals aren't as good on. They also do better online deals as well. Yeah. Or I could pay like £5 next day delivery.
And stay at home while you're probably watching something. So again, it's not taking time. Yes, it might take you the same amount of time. No, it won't. It'll take you shorter because you're not walking around and stuff. It's all right there.
And you can see what's in your size a lot easier. Because if you find something in a shop, you've got to make sure it's in your size, and they might have it. You want to check back.
And they might have fucking 3 floors, and you're gonna have to walk up and down. Oh, I forgot to look in that corner of that shop. At home, you're on your sofa, you're watching your telly that you're going to do every single day for a couple of hours. You're going to be on your phone anyway, because also no one just has one screen on these days. Everyone has multiple. So instead of looking on Instagram, you're going to look and order some clothes. Yeah. It doesn't take any more time out of your day. It just takes time out of your Instagram time or your TikTok time, and I think that can be interchangeable.
Yeah, because people know they're going to get more of it anyway.
Exactly, it's always there.
Yeah, no, definitely it is.
One last thing I want to say about TikTok. I had this thing about, you know how TikTok is so addicting? If you you scroll up and it's like you don't know what you're expecting every time, or like when you like refresh, and someone said it was like a gambling thing. Like when you gamble, it's like that refresh of like, who knows what I'm gonna get. And TikTok has the same like trope to it. You can't see. Whereas Instagram, you kind of can see a little bit of what you're gonna get next. You can see, like, if you're on someone's post, you can normally see the header of who's next on the line. TikTok, you have that video has your sole attention until the next one does, and the sound freaking comes before you even see anything. Yeah. And it's like that addicting, like, oh, who knows what I'm going to get next.
Yeah, just to see what it's going to be.
Yeah, I always count down. I'm like, okay, one more. Okay, maybe a couple more. Yeah. And I like...
But then you see one you like and you think, oh, I might get another one like that.
Exactly.
So then you're like, oh, I want to watch that. And then you don't for 3 more. But it's like, oh, but I want another one like that. Because actually I saw a sad one now. Yeah. And actually I want something to make me happier again. So I'm going to watch a funny one. And then it will come around. And so, yeah, it's very smart. But it's also like with TikTok Shop. It's very clever. They came about at the perfect time. Now, everything you order off TikTok Shop, TikTok Shop is basically Temu, Alibaba, all that sort of stuff, yeah? But the trust of those websites
is rock bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're like, are they doing the correct stuff? Are they doing all that? All of a sudden, they whack TikTok's label on it, and it's like, oh yeah, no problem at all. Yeah. 3 to 5 working weeks, fucking delivery time. Ooh! Perfect.
Yeah, I actually never thought of it like that. because I ordered TikTok from TikTok Shop for the first time like a couple weeks ago, and it was bloody beautiful. Yes, when my shit came, to be honest, it took like a week altogether, but I didn't think anything of it. What's the main one? Not Wish, the other one.
There's loads. There's
Shein.
Shein, yeah.
Shein's like the main one. I've never ordered off Shein because it's bad. Like, bad, whatever, working environment, whatever. Never ordered off of it. Because I'm like, no, I just don't need to. But I ordered off of TikTok Shop a couple weeks ago. That's never came through my brain. Because I'm like, oh my god, it's so cheap.
And all they've done with it is that order has gone straight through to Shein. That's all it is. TikTok are a third party. TikTok do not store that stuff. If anyone believes that they are buying TikTok stock, I'm sorry, please relook at yourself.
I'm re-looking at myself right now.
You are not buying TikTok stock. You are basically, TikTok have built an audience, so then basically these companies pay to be on TikTok Shop. Yeah?
Wow.
Come on. Hence why... This is what I can't believe, why people aren't questioning it when the wait times are 3 to 5 working weeks. Go on Alibaba. It's 3 to 5 working weeks. But the other thing with it is, with places like Alibaba and stuff like that, it's actually quite hard to get quantities of one. Because the shipping is so large. Right? But TikTok know, like, these people know that TikTok is, yes, okay, they're shipping one to England, like for you, but they are doing boatloads of ones instead of just you on Alibaba doing it. There's not many people out here right now that know about Alibaba. Temu's coming a big one, but Alibaba is another one that actually started way before, like, it's been around for years.
Yeah, Temu's just come up recently, I feel, like in the past 6 months.
But as I say, go on TikTok Shop and go on one of those websites and you'll be looking at the same product. But
wow.
you don't question it.
Because it's TikTok.
Because it's TikTok.
Because I trust TikTok. Yeah. Why would TikTok do anything bad?
Yeah, why would they? Get 20% commission off everything they get paid, which is only like, yes, okay, the bottles are like 99p, so okay, they're only like 20p of commission, but how many of those big bottles? Do you remember those big
Stanley
water bottles?
Yeah, like the fake ones.
No, not those ones. The ones before
that had all the lines on.
Yeah. How many of them got ordered?
Thousands, millions.
No, millions. Now, millions of 20p's.
How much is that?
A lot of fucking money. A lot. I'm not that clever. But, yeah, people don't... That's what I mean. You don't realise what you're paying for.
I was actually going to order something off TikTok Shop for us, for this situation we got going on.
Just go on Temu or whatever. You'll find it there.
But I'm not going to now.
Same product.
It was really cheap. It was only $1.99 and the other one was like $5.
Don't get me wrong, but how are they getting it that cheap?
It's TikTok.
Because... No. But what it is the other reason they're getting it so cheap, and I don't know, as I say, I don't know the full logistics, but I know that they are buying from those companies around and stuff
it would
like
make it makes so much sense.
But also, the reason they can do those flash sales, why? Is because TikTok can order 1 million of those bottles, and all of a sudden, they're getting them for 3p a bottle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the more you order in quantities to these people, the less they charge you.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden, everyone goes, "Oh my god, I'm getting it for £1 instead of £5." Yeah, they're getting it for 4p, mate.
Yeah.
Plus, like, included with shipping.
Yeah.
You're paying plus shipping on top.
Wow, my whole life has been...
Honestly, it's insane. But this is like... A lot of people, but this is also comes back to like the business knowledge, and that's why it's such quite an interesting topic, because it's like when you understand businesses, you understand how they work, and you can see through that stuff as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not knocking it. They're fucking smart. Fair play to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because as I say, there's so many people that are doing it, and they're not doing anything directly wrong. Like, they're using their brand name to sell the stuff. That's what every business does. Crack on. But as I say, that's what people don't understand what they're paying for. You are paying for that brand. You're not paying for TikTok. It's not TikTok's brand. TikTok hasn't got a factory that's making this shit.
Yeah.
It's being purchased from somewhere, and that's being purchased from the cheapest possible store to make it as cheap as possible to buy in quantity. And unfortunately, and then this is the thing, right? So this is the thing with it. You know, it's being sourced from the cheapest possible place, right? You have no information about where it's being sourced. You don't know. But you got bought it from TikTok. You don't know. You know nothing about what is being
made in like the worst conditions ever.
Because realistically,
is.
like that bottle, that's a plastic bottle. It's a big bottle.
Yeah.
How's that being made for 3p? Sourced, made, coloured, shipped, and packed for like 10p or whatever. How is that? And they're covering people's wages, legitimate wages. No, come on, it's a sweatshop. It's, as I say,
that's why I've never bought from Temu or any of them places, because I'm like, well, no. But I've only bought from TikTok Shop once, but it was a big order. So
but this is why people, but like, as I say, people do very well for it, and you know, it's one of those. I mean, obviously I don't agree with the backside of it, but people making money off things that aren't politically correct, it happens since the age of time. Like, that is just the way it goes. But like, Primark has always, since I remember, Primark has always been questioned on how they source their stuff. Because you see, I mean, to be fair, now they're going up, but it's only been recent, and they're still quite cheap on some things. But you look, how are they sourcing that material, making that material, shipping it, getting it to those stores so cheap? And then they're selling it to you for like I could go into Primark now and get a £6 hoodie. I'm sorry, how's that being made?
No.
The wages and all of that. All they're probably, I mean, you know, and it's one of those where there's a lot of companies as well. What they do, so like I could go on Temu now and I could get 1,000 plain white t-shirts in the fit that I want, the sizes that I want, delivered in 5 weeks. Yeah. I get a machine, I get a label machine to whack my label in it. That's now my t-shirt.
Yeah.
All they've done. Because Temu don't want the rights to it. Once it's gone out of their thing, they don't want the rights to it. They don't care. They just want their sale.
Yeah.
They don't want you. You know what I mean? Like,
they're not like a big brand like
No.
Louis Vuitton or anything like that that want.
People will come, people will go.
Yeah.
But as I say, so they want quantity sales, so they sell it as cheap as possible in quantity. And then basically, that's yours. Do whatever you want. As long as it's a plain t-shirt and it hasn't got Temu and all that sort of shit over it. Fucking, all they do, they get a label machine, whack Primark on it, and I think actually Primark's a stamp now, to be fair. It's not even a label. They whack a stamp on it, I think, that says Primark.
Yeah.
This is a machine that just does that on t-shirts all day long. That's it. A 30p t-shirt, and then there's a machine that does that all day long. That looks dodgy of where I'm doing it, but that's it. And that's why they can do it for £6.
Wow.
But as I say, that's TikTok Shop. That's what I thought of that earlier. I had to say about TikTok Shop because I thought you would know.
No, I never put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. Hence why a lot of restaurants, shops that do all the reasonably sourced stuff, they are struggling. Like they're properly done. They're not. Do you know what I mean? Like they're actually sourced from like either direct farms or something like that.
Yeah,
they're struggling because the prices have to go up and people. But the other thing is, if you walked into McDonald's, right, and this is the thing with McDonald's, right? Now they do a special offer where the Big Tasty comes in. Yeah, what's different in a Big Tasty?
I don't know.
The sauce.
Oh, okay.
The meat, basically, just thicker.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more of
it.
Yeah. Now, the Big Tasty probably cost them, say, 40p to make. And a cheeseburger, normal size small cheeseburger, probably cost them like 10-15p to make. Yeah. But they whack £3 on every Big Tasty because it's bigger.
It's tastier.
But the only difference, the reason it's tasty different is the sauce.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't cost, it's not massively different. The meat, to be honest with you, like as I say, it's probably just pressed differently. To be fair, it's probably not too dissimilar quantity, or just filled with more water.
Yeah.
You know, like as I say, it's all of those things that like people do, and like if you went to Burger King and McDonald's, I guarantee you. Now you can't go to their store because they will have their own. They will have McDonald's supplying to their store. You want to go to their base. You watch. It'll be the same truck that driving to McDonald's and the same truck that driving to Burger King. That's all it is. And they're different thicknesses.
and different names and different logos and selling points.
Because it's the same. I don't know. I'm sure I watched something about it. I watched a documentary a few years ago about it. So basically, the chicken is bought by a supplier, not directly by Tesco.
Who's a supplier? Like a rich person?
So there's like a middleman. Yeah. So essentially, I would have the whole supply of chicken coming to me, and then it comes to me in clear packaging. Hence why the packages are never ever anything that's got Tesco's or anything properly embroidered on it. It's got a sticker on it, right? So then all of a sudden, this is what I watched a documentary about a few years ago. Then all of a sudden, Tesco buy 1,000 of that chicken. It then goes to the warehouse, Tesco warehouse, goes through a machine that whacks a sticker on it. That's Tesco's chicken. It's Tesco's chicken, the same as Asda chicken. It's probably Asda's sister that's in Tesco.
That's crazy to think about.
I say, that was a few years ago.
Well, the camera battery died. And then we started talking about, I don't know what.
Just stuff in general.
F1 and Urban Outfitters and random things. So I actually don't know where we were. So I think we're going to sign out because this is the longest podcast we've ever done.
This is the longest podcast.
And we didn't even have a topic.
No, we just chatted.
We did, just chatted.
Just chatted.
And we got freaked out because someone keeps ringing the phone.
It's very creepy here tonight.
It is very creepy.
Very creepy. I'm really worried to open that door.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
That instant panic, that knowing that I've got to open that door in a minute.
I did it earlier on though to get the camera battery, and I went upstairs.
Oh.
I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah. Have a lovely evening.
Wherever you are in the world. Like, comment, do all that good stuff if you enjoyed.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
See you later.
Bye.